My lord, this is just a huge box. Okay, I gotta get this out of here. This box is too big, honestly. Welcome to the review of the LEGO Star Wars Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Trooper. This is set 40755 with 383 pieces. This is an insane set. Oh man, it doesn't look great. What a wonderful set. Honestly, this is one of the best sets that's come out this year, in my opinion. And this is the last LEGO Star Wars set of 2024. That's insane. It was this and the Jabba sail barge, the UCS set, but this is more people are gonna get this one, I feel, because it's $40. But first things first, I wanted to get through one thing right here, and this is the QTKT minifigure. This is one of the most divisive elements of the set, and I honestly always loved it, honestly. I think this is just one of the most phenomenal minifigures to get in this set. I know like it has a lot of like history in Star Wars, but specifically a lot of LEGO Star Wars, as I'm pretty sure she first appeared as a LEGO minifigure in like a short from a long time ago, then it was in like Clone Wars, and it's crazy because she's never appeared in LEGO until now, and so it's kind of unique, and honestly being like the only pink astromech is really cool, and I think it's nice. And honestly, I know this is like meant to be an army building set, so getting a lot of these I don't think really hurts too much, you know, like an assembly line. These are astromech, they're droids, they're assembly line, I don't care. And they'll go great with the rest of these too. Look at that, bada bing bada boom. You get to, come on, just get in there with your Obi-Wan. There, look at that. These are all my anniversary figures right here. I have my 5s and I have my QTKT right here. It's great for the 25th anniversary, and I have all the rest of my other 20th anniversaries, and I'll get to that in a little bit. And I'm finally going to get to the meat of this set, and I'm going to put this to the side for 1 second because, oh my goodness, this Rebel Speeder, when I saw the leaks for this set, I was like not crazy impressed with it, but now I've kind of turned around on this. This is probably objectively my favorite part of the entire set right here. I love that you can take like this little turret off the top of it and make this like a little standing turret, and like, oh, you know, it's a nice little post. It gives like a little like a feel of a Rebel base right here, honestly. You get 3 Rebel Troopers, and honestly, the Rebel Troopers are looking pretty good. They are like one of the most minimalistic changes in all of LEGO Star Wars, honestly, and I couldn't love that more, honestly. I love their helmets. They've used it since 2007, 2008, maybe even before that too. The Rebel Troopers are just a staple of LEGO Star Wars, and they don't need to change that much. Their torso, their prints, they've changed quite a bit, but like, you know what, it doesn't matter. I love that they also have like all like silver blasters, honestly, too. I'm gonna put them all to the side for a second because this speeder is just phenomenal. Like, they just crammed in like 2 battle packs into this set, but even then, so I don't feel like they would have made this big of a speeder in a normal battle pack, and I kind of applaud that. Like, I think what's so great about this set is that you get 2 meaty builds, and honestly 2 builds that wouldn't really just be a battle pack anyway. These would be much smaller, and we've had much smaller variants of the set over the years, and in a $40 set, we just get 2 meatier builds, and I think that's way more exciting. So honestly, this is a way better bang for your buck. Instead of like getting an extra like 2 figures, you know, because there'd be 4 figures and 4 figures, you get 3 figures, but you get more pieces, you get better builds and a better variance of these sets. Probably the 2 best versions of these sets that we've ever gotten for the Rebel Speeder right here, but also for the Dropship. I think what's so amazing about this dropship is that it's like completely unsealed, right? Like, we actually have a full-on, oops, like right here, we have a full-on minifigure encased inside the ship right here, and I'll get to the other 2 variants in a second. And we actually get a nice little dropship lever right here too. And actually, with this one, it just slides out. It's a connector piece in here, and it slides out, and I way prefer that, honestly. So you get to just take off your troopers right here, and you also have one that's in a cockpit right here as well. You get stud shooters on the side. I really like it, and also the overall design of this dropship looks phenomenal. It looks pretty much like one-on-one like it does in like the rest of like the Star Wars media, and honestly, it's just my favorite. The moment I saw this design for the dropship, And this is what's been the most exciting for me all year. Once I heard the rumor of that they're gonna do another dropship like this, I sat back and I'm like, yes, because I'm very fortunate to have all 3 variants of the Imperial dropship from over the years. And right here, I have the 2008 Battle Pack right here, and it's one of my favorites. This is like one of the first sets that I've ever gotten too, which is insane. And I love, like, it still has like blue flare, and it's funny that it's translated over for another like 16 years, they still use a blue design. But now, I think the funny thing about the 2008 one is that it's very bare bones, honestly. Like, it has all the main features of the set. Like, yeah, it has like the dropship mechanic, it still has like the giant wings, the turrets on the bottom, the window right here, but like, it is so bare bones and everything else. You can just see every single brick on its exterior. Though I will admit, yeah, these are still stickers right here, honestly. I'm not a big fan of like the very vibrant blue now. It's very dated, but it's still such a charming set for being one of the first battle packs, honestly. And I think that still has a special place in my heart. Though I think before I talk about this variant of the dropship, I think I have to talk about the Shadow Troopers, because this set is missing a Shadow Trooper. That's like the biggest complaint of the set. Here's what I'll say. We did get a Shadow Trooper in this set, the 2019 variant, which was also for the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, so it's crazy that we get a 25th anniversary and a 20th anniversary as well. And we did get a Shadow Trooper. We have a Shadow Trooper variant right here, and it's like, besides like the torso would need an updated printing, it's pretty much what it would still be. So like, we still have a Shadow Trooper 5 years ago, so I really don't see that as like a necessity. And if you got rid of the QTKT right there, honestly, and made a Shadow Trooper, I mean, it would be okay, but I think it's fine that we don't have that right now. And I think having 3 regular Stormtroopers and 3 Rebel Troopers, I think is perfect. I think that's absolutely perfect. It's an easy army builder right there. And also, we had a Shadow Trooper in the 2008 variant. It's the 2007-2008 variant right here. Which is still one of my favorites because it has the nice silver outlining on like the helmet right there, has a nice like fading to the torso. However, while that's still like an iconic design, I adore, and I just want to mention this because it's in the Shadow Trooper Battle Pack from 2015, but this is still my favorite variant of the Shadow Trooper. I just love that it's like a complete like silver lining, but also these helmets were my favorite helmets of Stormtroopers as well too. But I just wanted to point that out there because like, we have Shadow Troopers, and I know that if people don't have one, this would have been a great set to put it in. But I'm also fine without it too. We do have this one from 5 years ago as well, and it is out there, and like, they're not that expensive, especially the 2019 variant. So I don't know, it's just fine. It's fine right now. I don't think it is a complete of necessity that we didn't get it. It doesn't bring down the set at all for me, honestly, so I don't know. And that brings us to the 2019 variant, which is basically just the remake. It was intended to be a full-on remake of the 2008 variant of the dropship, and it pretty much is. It's just an up-to-date version of it. However, I will admit, now looking at all 3 of these sets, it's crazy that like, this one feels like a sore thumb. Like, this is charming, this is really damn good, and this one is, it's there now. It now exists because now we have 2 versions of an anniversary set remaking a classic battle pack, and they're both just there. Except now that I'm going to be army building QTKTs now. We're going to be army building. Comment down below how many QTKTs you'll be army building. I'm going to be army building 100 QTKTs. I'm going to be buying 100 of the Imperial dropships and Rebel Scout Trooper Speeder Battle Pack. And I'm going to get 100 of these. Woo, baby. Woo, baby. Woo. Look at that. Look at all those anniversaries. Yeah, Z-Blob. Yeah, Z-Blob and Mandor. Ooh, ooh, ooh.